What's going on, guys? Game Nut here, and I am back on the Madden 15 Ultimate Team, and we have some big time shopping to go ahead and do for my team. You can see that currently I have 1.2 million coins, and it is time to upgrade the much needed positions on my team. So just a quick look at my lineup before we get into the remodeling. All of those gold players I want to get out of my team and start upgrading it all elite across the board. So basically most of my players did come from these elite sets. I thought that they were very cheap to complete, and also they do help you with the Mutt Master set. So I thought, you know what, why not go ahead and get a good player out of these, as well as completing another set along with it. So the first player we have as the left end is Chris Long, the captain edition. I thought that this card was very good. You see 92 strength, 85 block shed, at 94 power move. I thought that he was a very good card to go ahead and pick up. And also, just one quick side note, all of these sets did have two players to choose from for the same position. I did compare them, and I studied them. I did go back and forth and see which one I would like better, and obviously you can see which ones I did choose in this episode now. So for the right end position now, I did go ahead and pick up Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP. He has 84 excel, 93 tackling, and 94 finesse move. I thought that this dude was going to get to the quarterback very quickly, so he is the decision that I made for the right end position. Now moving on forward into my first defensive tackle, I decided to go ahead and pick up the 92 Football Outsiders Vince Wilfork. This dude is an absolute beast. I mean, he's a big boy. 99 strength, 98 power move, 97 block shed. This dude should just be able to one-hand guys off of him and get to that quarterback very quickly. And I thought, you know what, this dude is an absolute beast. I figured why not go ahead and pick him up for my team. He was pretty cheap on the auction block as well. So moving back into the elite sets, once again, I decided for my other defensive tackle to go ahead and pick up Don Terry Poe, 90 overall. The other choice was Haloti Ngata, but you know what? He is the Raven, but you know what? This card was a little bit better than Haloti. You could see 96 strength and 96 power move. I thought this card was very good as well. So we're going to go ahead and move on to my secondary now. We have a new strong safety, Cam Chancellor, 91 overall team of the week. I did bid on him, and I won it. And you know, this dude is an absolute monster. You can see 88 speed, 86 tackling, but the one thing that really stands out for Cam is his hit power. He's got 96. He lays the boom. He's always going to cause fumbles on the field, so you know what, I had to go ahead and pick up Cam. And why not go ahead and pick up his partner in crime, the base elite version of Earl Thomas. Dude, this dude's a monster on the field as well. You can see 93 zone coverage. He's got 92 speed, and he's only got 76 hit power, but I think that's a little underrated. I think Earl can also, you know, lay a bit of a boom with himself as well. So I thought that's a little bit underrated, but you know what? Earl Thomas, he's definitely a good pickup for a free safety, but I definitely needed to go ahead and pick him up. So moving forward into the secondary, you can see that I did decide to go ahead and pick up another cornerback. I definitely needed another one of these, and I thought, who other than Darrelle Revis, who actually, you know what, kind of got beat by the old man Steve Smith on the Ravens, who unfortunately the Ravens did lose, but you know what? That doesn't put anything on Darrelle Revis. He's still an awesome card. He's still much of a beast, and definitely need upgraded cornerback for my team. So moving forward now a little bit onto the offense, I decided, you know what, I definitely need some new receivers for Joe Montana, so why not go back to the elite sets and pick up this 90 overall captain, Wes Welker. I thought he would be a very good receiver for the slot. You can see that he is a small little guy, but you know what, he's got 95 route running and catching traffic. This dude's a pretty good pickup, and you know what, I think he's definitely going to go ahead and help out my team. You know, I always use slot guys, and Wes Welker, he's definitely a big upgrade for my team. So moving forward, speaking of the old man Steve Smith, I love this guy. I'm so glad that he came to Baltimore. I absolutely love him on the Ravens, and you know what, I said I've got to get him on my team, and they just came out with a legend of him, but I've got to wait for that price to drop. I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick up that legend Steve Smith. You can see right now 94 catching traffic. His strength, I don't think it shows it on here, but I think he's got like a 99 strength or something like that, just because of how physical he is on the field. But Steve Smith, absolute monster for the Ravens this year. I'm very glad to go ahead and pick him up for my team. And you know what, we need one more receiver, and look at this. This is an absolute bargain. 32K for Steve Largent, the legend, 90 overall as well. I mean, this dude, you guys are going to see in this game, I mean, this is an absolute bargain of a player. 90 speed, 90 awareness, 94 catching, and 95 catch in traffic. You know what, that's just a pure bargain. If you guys really need a good receiver and you have the coins, only 30,000, you know what, you've got to go ahead and pick him up. So moving on now into the defense once again, left outside linebacker. I didn't really need a huge upgrade, but Von Miller, you can see right here, 88 speed, 94 excel, and then 90 block shed, 92 pursuit. I thought he was a very good card. I do have Terrell Suggs at the left outside linebacker. This isn't a big upgrade, but you know what, I've had Terrell Suggs on my team since the start of this game, pretty much, and I decided, you know what, I need a new player at the left outside linebacker. So moving forward, we need a new right outside linebacker as well. I decided, you know what other than the flashback DeMarcus Ware, I really wanted a DeMarcus Ware on my team for the longest time. 95 acceleration and 90 pursuit. I thought this card was an absolute beast as well, and pretty cheap. You know, 50,000 coins. Not really a cheap card, or not. I should say different. Not really an expensive card, is what I'm trying to say. So, DeMarcus Ware, he's going to be starting at the right outside linebacker. Even though there is Lawrence Taylor, he's 90 overall, but you know what? He's going to be gone eventually, so I did need a new right outside linebacker eventually. So, looking at my new lineup, you can see all the purchases that were just made. My offensive line has stayed the same, but we do have those 3 new receivers. I'm also thinking about upgrading my tight end position very soon, even though Jason Witten has been a beast for us. At the cornerback, we have the new number 1, Darrelle Revis. I'm thinking about dethroning Charles Tillman as well, getting one more cornerback. My defensive line is absolutely stacked. We have Jason Pierre-Paul, Don Terry Poe, Chris Long, and Vince Wilfork. Very good defensive line, if you ask me. For my linebackers now, obviously we do have DeMarcus Ware and then Von Miller at the left outside linebacker. Luke Kuechly, from completing the style set, 95 overall, he has stayed the same. And then my safeties, absolute beast, Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas, both Seattle Seahawks. They are a very good pair in Seattle, and you know what? I thought, you know what, why not go ahead and get them for my team? They are awesome. So we're going to go ahead and now move into my game. You can see that we have upgraded to 92 overall now. My team is absolutely beast, but we're going to go ahead into our divisional game. Hopefully we cannot have the same fate as the Ravens and actually go ahead and move forward into the playoffs with this divisional game. My reward will be the 1 pack, you know, the head-to-head master, and then 2 badges, as well as 1,500 coins. So my opponent is kicking off to me first. I never like receiving the ball at the start of a game, but you know what? I guess I'll have to work with it. I can't change it. So we are playing home once again, playing against the Giants. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, this first possession, I could not get anything going in my first drive. You can see right there that we do pick up a nice yardage on the screenplay to Amon Green, but later on 3rd and 10, I made a terrible decision right here, trying to throw it to Jason Witten right there, but I could not get anything on my first drive going. So I played it smart, punted the ball off to my opponent, who actually has Matt Castle in the backfield at quarterback. So, you know, that is not a good card. So my defensive line should get to him very quickly. So you can see right there with DeMarcus Ware, I read that screenplay, came up from behind, and got the tackle. So back on my drive now, Steve Largent, his first catch on my team. He's going to go all the way down the field, get a 77-yard touchdown, and already just like that go up 7-0 in this game. So what an absolute beast. You can see right there, his first catch, he goes ahead and gets a huge touchdown. So back to my opponent on his drive now. He goes to Sammy Watkins right there, picks up a first down. He's moving the chains. Later on in this drive, we're going to go ahead and skip forward. You can see on 4th and 5, he goes for it back to Sammy Watkins. He does pick up another first down. Moving forward also later in the drive, on 4th down once again, this time Von Miller blocks down that pass, and he turns the ball over on downs for us, so we get another drive right here to go ahead. So moving, you know, a little bit later on in this drive, I don't want to show you guys too much, you know, basically the highlights of this game, because this game, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it was kind of a blowout. Wes Welker, again, his first catch on my team, and then he goes in for a touchdown. So that was a very good route. It was a little bit of a dangerous pass, but you know what? He went ahead and he picked up a touchdown for us. So my opponent, he did get the ball back, 3rd and 10. He could not get anything going, so I did get the ball back. He punted it, and Amon Green, look at this carry. Look at the spin moves. Look at the blocks by Steve Smith. What a beast. He can block not only as well, you know, as catching, but Amon Green, look at him going down. Look at that long run for a touchdown. We go up 21-0 in this game already in the divisional game of the playoffs. So my opponent steps back with Sammy Watkins, and unfortunately he does fire back. My secondary, I don't know what they were doing. It's kind of making them look bad. All these new upgrades that I picked up, and I honestly could have got that tackle right there, but I went for the, you know, the R1 that goes ahead and tries to knock the ball out. I probably easily could have got the X tackle on that, but you know what, I kind of got cocky and tried going for that block right there, or I should say, you know, trying to rip the ball out. But right here, going back to who else but Steve Largent. I'm telling you guys, very cheap card, an absolute monster for my team. You can see him beating his corner deep, and then Steve Smith, our 3rd receiver, you can see going in and getting a touchdown as well. It is now 28-7. We're going to go ahead and skip forward into this game. As much did not happen. You can see my opponent did not get anything going for him. And look at Von Miller. All of my new pickups are getting touchdowns for days. Even on the defense, you can see Von Miller goes ahead and gets a pick 6. That was like, what, 80 yards? I mean, come on. These new pickups, they're killer. So, like you can see, it's 35-7. This game's pretty much over, but I've got to show you guys the good plays of this game. My opponent goes back, and now this time to Darrell Revis, who's going to take this one to the end zone himself, and we go up another touchdown, 42-7. I'm very surprised that my opponent did not quit this game. If it were me, you know what, down this much, I would have quit a long time ago. But I mean, Amon Green with the juke moves, and then he's just making defenders miss. He gets another touchdown in this game. 49-7 is how this game ended. I mean, absolute blowout for the playoffs. I love it. I would love to have these games every single time. Go ahead and get blowout. So you can see right here, our next game is the conference championship. I'm glad that we could advance into the playoffs. I want that Super Bowl so bad, man. I really want to go ahead, move forward into the playoffs, and get the Super Bowl. So these 2 packs, you already know what's going to come out of them. The Master, or the head-to-head Master, we get the collectible, which if we get 10 of these, we will get the seasoned veteran. Hopefully that could be a good pull. But we're going to go ahead into our 2 badge pack reward, and actually a gold badge, so I'm pretty happy about that. It didn't give us just bronze, and we also got the Ice Bowl collectible. So with that actually gave me 5. I could go ahead and do 1 more gift pack, and we get a duplicate. If you guys didn't see my Frost Pack bundle opening, we already got that, and it is just a quick sell. So anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. Very quickly, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. It means a ton to me. You guys with all the support, it is absolutely awesome. So I just really wanted to thank you guys for all of that. But anyway, guys, I hope you all did enjoy that episode. If you did, be sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. But anyway, guys, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Catch you later, guys. Peace.
Look, girl, you got me faded, like I downed the whole bottle. Yeah, you walked in the room, looking like a Victoria's Secret model. Throw your number in my iPhone, and then let me take you home.